instead of just records. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got so many people who just put out records just to have something.
Yeah.
But the quality that's involved in it, I think it really like draws a lot of people to it. It's like almost like, okay, what you got coming up next week, and who you got up next week too.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of unfamiliar cameos that's been involved in, like people like Mike, of course, Cecilio, of course.
Yeah. But you got Simeon Pugs, Rashid ID, Fable. Just a lot of different cats, man. What's cool about it, I mean, it's like, dog, you come over to the crib. And it's not a ridiculously difficult process.
Right. It's just everything is from scratch, man.
You know
it's like
one person suggests some shit. I'll start on a sample, chopping a sample, or playing something.
I was telling him how I got started. I was like, man, I said it got started. I actually just came over to record one song. I'm like, because I asked him in Chicago, I was like, what is one thing you want to see me do differently that I haven't done last year? She was like, oh, just drop more in between records, between projects. Like, keep more music flowing. I'm like, oh, okay. And then that's when I came on, that's when I hit you up, like, man, I want to record this one joint. It was over the Strong Arm Steady joint, I just want to put it out just because. And then I came over and did the 2 verses, and I didn't have no hook for it. And by the time I was finished, you already had written one.
Yeah.
And that was the Raise Your Glasses, and that was the first one. And the second one, that's when I had called Mike and Cecilio and picked the Ricky Mirror beat from Rapper Big Pooh and Night Wonder.
Yeah.
We did that. And then the best thing that happened was when you was like, yo, I got another idea. I was like, what?
And you started, yeah.
Let's do it over my records.
Yeah.
Ever since then, it got a lot more attention to it than it should have, because all the records were original flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, that, you gotta think about just the fact that you couldn't get the Knife Wonder record on fucking GCI, or to a lot, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of those other blogs, or, you know what I'm saying, like to a lot of those other blogs were like, yo, this shit is cool,
but we need original material.
Yeah, we need records, you know what I'm saying? So after we started doing that, shit took off. Shit took off in a major way, because I remember we did because the first original record we did was W.B.C. And I remember seeing cats getting a response, you know what I'm saying, off of the hook alone.
It was the common sample, you know?
The common and, you know what I'm saying, the Elzai sample and shit, you know, it's just like, cats went in on the verses, and that's what it was, man. I mean, that was just like, yo, coming through, alright, bet. You know what I'm saying, I find, like, for instance, you remember that time I fucked around and found that, it was an Ice Cube record, but I ended up finding that, fucking Flavor.
Yeah, that was I think Cecil was over there, and he said a little short beat block, which you probably didn't, because he said the shit was crazy, but you just didn't like it. And then,
I mean, this is where I wanted to be, but I had like an idea. But yeah, look.
No, I'm saying you played it over the phone, like, what you think? I'm on my way right now. Man. And then Mike, that's when Mike sent his verse from his crib.
Yeah. That's the only person that can do that. Cause we closed it on him after. Like, yo, man, it's only one time next time you gotta come through.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, Mike, he good for it. Man.
Yeah. I mean, that.